Hello, I'm Henry Chesbrough, and I want to talk in this video about my new article in the California Management Review about open innovation, accomplishments, and prospects for the next 20 years. This comes from a special issue of CMR that was built by the best papers at a World Open Innovation Conference we held in Bilbao, Spain, last November. I'm excited to be part of this special issue. My article is divided into three parts: the antecedents to open innovation, some key findings that have come from open innovation research, and then prospects for the future. For antecedents, there are many. The article has, in fact, more than 50 footnotes for anyone who really wants to see the details. At a high level, though, prior theories of innovation, think of Alfred Chandler or Michael Porter, focused all of the action inside the firm. And that's where differentiation took place. That's where competitive advantage was realized. And they really, neither scholar took much notice of startup companies, and both had a fairly narrow view of the role that universities could play in the innovation process. Well, that's changed a lot in the last 20 years. And I think open innovation played a role by articulating a more distributed, more open model of innovation. A lot of good work has come out of the work in open innovation. Uh, some excellent qualitative research looked in detail at companies like P&G or IBM or TSMC. And there has been more quantitative research showing that in larger populations, with careful statistical controls, there does seem to be a positive contribution from using open innovation in the innovation process. Also in my paper, there's a discussion of open innovation failures. And I think this is something we need more of in our academic studies of innovation. Too often we have a success bias in much of the work, and that makes innovation seem like it's easier to do and less challenging than it really is. So in the article, I highlight some examples where open innovation was used and it didn't work. And indeed, this shows us some of the limits or some of the boundary conditions that might be needed for open innovation to be successful. And almost half of my paper looks forward into prospects for the future. And I come at this by looking at the interaction between theory and practice. And I use AI as an example, looking at theory and practice. I look first at IBM and its introduction of Watson back in 2011 when it won the Jeopardy competition. And while IBM had a clear technology lead at the time, and it did make a substantial investment behind Watson into the healthcare marketplace, it really did not succeed with Watson. And in papers I've written with colleagues Jale Yang and Pia Urmelina from the University of Oulu, we identify the problem that IBM was too closed in how they went to market. No software development kits, no APIs, no partners, no integrators. Everything was done by IBM and going to the market. This limited greatly the markets that IBM was able to address with its technology at the time. 10 years later, when OpenAI introduces ChatGPT, that too was a proprietary piece of technology and remains so to this day. But OpenAI took great care to build a whole ecosystem of partners and integrators with APIs, with software development kits, so that many others could contribute to and build on their work. Apple announced its Apple Intelligence at its Worldwide Developers Conference, and that was built from a license with OpenAI. So the important lesson from looking at IBM and OpenAI is that it's important not just to be open with the technology itself, but in the marketing and commercialization of this, and to bring on board others and other partners to help you explore several markets concurrently. That's going to give you a higher chance of success with any new technology, and especially with a general purpose technology like AI, that could be used in lots of different ways. So, as the innovator, you don't know where to target your work. I end my paper by observing that there are now several events and functions that gather together scholars and managers that are all working on open innovation topics and applications. This community now numbers in the hundreds of people, and it really is the best guarantee of good prospects for open innovation going forward. That's my article. I hope you check it out, and I hope you check out the whole special issue of California Management Review.